Hi, so welcome to RV Cuisine, Mary's Way. Today I'm doing something way Mary's way. We're doing a savory French toast, a stuffed French toast, and it's going to have prosciutto and some onions, and I'm using some Swiss chard, rainbow Swiss chard, which I love. You could use mustard greens or any of those, but this is a great dish, comforting and warm. You could have it for breakfast, a brunch. So first off, I'm going to crack in 3 eggs. 3 eggs go in to start, and 1 egg yolk. So the egg yolk just makes it really rich and delicious. So what I do is I do this in my hand here and let just the egg yolk fall in, which kind of worked, but that's okay. But just that extra egg yolk really adds a lot of richness. So that's what we're going to do there. So now I'm going to take the eggs and the egg yolk and I'm going to just whisk them together. I'm going to add some milk in here. And when I'm camping, I use all kinds of containers that I save. I save like the ricotta cheese, the sour cream containers. They make great containers to travel with. Then you aren't wasting dishes, so it's great. So now I'm going to whisk all that together, and I'm going to add just a little salt and a little pepper to this. Not much. So just to season that mixture. So now I'm going to add just a little olive oil to the pan. And first we're going to saute our veggies. I'm using red onion. You can use whatever variety you would like. And we're going to saute. I sliced them. You can dice them however your family prefers. I like sliced onions, but not everyone does. That's okay. And we'll let that cook down for just a little bit. It's very hot. That's okay. Let them get kind of tender. And then I'm going to add just a little salt to the onions, because you want to season every layer when you're cooking, and then that makes it taste really good, much better, especially when you're working with greens. Now this is some Swiss chard. It's beautiful. It's the rainbow Swiss chard. Again, I prepped and I chopped it up, and I got the stems off because the stems can be kind of hard to eat. So now I'm going to add some salt, and I'm going to let this go. And the next thing is going to completely surprise you, because you know what brings out the richness in greens is mustard. And my favorite, again, is the spicy brown mustard, any brand. And I add just about a few tablespoons. You could add as much or as little as you like, and let it cook down with the mustard. And then the smell. I love that smell. The greens and the mustard. It's so good. So we'll let that cook for a few minutes. And what we're going to do, I did cook up some prosciutto already. You could do bacon, prosciutto, you could do ham, turkey, anything like that. This is all crunchy and ready to go. So now I'm going to transfer this in just a second here. I'm going to put it on this dish here. I'm just going to transfer all this on here. Okay. And I've got some, those are beautiful. They're softened, and then you got the soft onions, and that's a maximum amount of flavor you got going on there. Then I'll just wipe off my pan and ingredients, which is great. And then you want to add, turn your heat down, add about a half a stick of butter. This is not quite a half a stick, but that's okay. You can add whatever amount you like, and the butter is what we put in French toast. That's what we cook French toast in. So that's why we want it. And then we are going to turn the heat up just a little bit, and we're going to build our French toast sandwiches, because that's what this is. It's a savory French toast. So what we're going to do is put a slice of bread down. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a little cheese on our bread. I have some mozzarella. You can add whatever you'd like, provolone, even Swiss, whatever your family enjoys. And then I'm going to take some of my delectable greens and onions, and I'm going to put those on top, and be as generous as you like because those are delicious. I don't blame you. Then I'm going to add some prosciutto. This is already cooked prosciutto. You could add bacon, like I said, or anything you'd like. And then, so with the next slice of bread, what you're going to do is you're going to add just a little more of the cheese on top of what you just prepared. So it kind of acts as a glue and it sticks together. So that's always good. And then you're going to punch that down and put it in the egg mixture like that, just like a French toast, and soak it through. Now the white bread, like I mentioned, white bread absorbs better. You could use wheat, you could use brioche or anything you like, but I do like white bread when it comes to French toast. Then I'm going to add that in, turn my heat up, and let it cook. And what we're going to have is a delicious savory stuffed French toast, and it's going to be so good. You're going to totally enjoy this with your family. So we're going to let this cook, and you can add a little syrup if you have a sweet tooth and you like it like that. I personally like it without, but let me tell you, it's delicious either way. And excuse me for a moment. Now I'm going to get my serving plate. Look at this cute red serving plate. This is adorable. So a kid, a child, or whoever would love that. So now we're going to flip the French toast, okay? And it's getting brown. We want it to be really crispy brown on both sides, and the butter and everything's going to melt together, and it's going to be delicious. It's a warm sandwich for if you just got done hiking or kayaking or whatever you do when you take your RV out. So look at that. The cheese is melting, and oh my gosh, it looks so good. Like, I'm going to take a big bite of that. I don't even care if it's not brown. It's delicious. And what I like is you can add it and do it whatever you like. You could, like I said, add whatever meat. You could add turkey. You know, my grandkids love turkey. Turkey would be great in this recipe. And then you flip it. Look at that brownness we're getting. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. It is golden brown, and the cheese is melted. Oh, it's perfect. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for the sandwich. Now we're going to put it on the plate. There we go. And you could serve this with some fruit. That'd be great. I love fruit with my lunch. And what a hearty, healthy lunch. And I hope you enjoy, and let me know how you feel about this dish.